Here's how to edit the categories for a class. Click into the class, go over to grading, categories, and then if there's a category here that you don't want, go over to the edit button and change it to inactive, and then press save. And it will be gone. And then if you want to add your own categories, then you can click on the plus button to add a category here. This is how to make categories be weighted. So inside of your grading, this is inside of the Power Teacher Pro, doesn't matter what classroom you use to get into it, you click on your categories and it's going to show you all the categories that you've created. So you have to first create the categories here. And we have another video that shows how to do that. But when you create the category, the only tab that you need to do anything on is this tab right here. And you determine what the name of the category is and all of the classes that it is going to be used in, and then do the save. But this is not where you do the weighting of the categories. So the weighting of the categories is over here in settings. Go to settings and go to traditional grade calculations. I've already set up the weighted categories for my Drama 1 class. So I'm going to minimize this one. I'm going to look at my advisory and set the category weighting up from scratch. So expand out the section and we're going to work on term 1. So this is term 1, midterm 1, term 2, midterm 2. And I am going to go into the actions, then go over, instead of looking at total points, look at category weighting. And in this class, I have only assigned there to be 2 different categories. And so we're going to do the assignments, and I'm going to come up here and say the weight that I want the assignments to have in this class is 50. And then I am going to press the plus button, do the same process over here, category weighting, participation is the category, and then 50. And now when I press save, it will show that it's got those 2 percentages, and it will say category weighting over here in the formula type. And that is how you know that you have done it correctly. Now, I want to, rather than doing that process in every single class, I'm going to copy this process over to other classes. So I'm going to go up to the gear and I'm going to say copy traditional grade calculations. And at first I'm going to do this within my class so that it goes from T1 through the other pieces to T2. So the class I want to do it in is advisory. So I pick that. And then the term I'm going to copy from is term 1. And the ones I want to select it into are the other categories. Okay, so I want that in all of them. I want them to be in the term 2 plus all of the midterms. Click validate and copy. Now let's look at copying the weighted categories that you've set up in one class into a different class. So I'm going to take what I have in Drama 1 and put it inside of my other section of Drama 2. So go up to the gear, click copy traditional grade calculations, and you're going to say to another class, choose the semester that it's going into. This is actually a class within the same semester. So I'm going to say semester 1. So I'll pick the class I'm copying from and now choose where I want it to go. I want it to go into, it's also semester 1 and it is going into my 4th period of Drama 1. And so again, like if you teach all the same subject, this would be a lot easier. But if you're like me in a singleton, then you get to do these for a lot of different classes. Click validate and then click copy. And now it's copied over, and that is how you do grading weighted categories.